Hello and welcome to this new episode. Today we dive into a complex and universal theme, human hypocrisy. Inspired by the well-known image of the three wise monkeys, one covering its eyes to avoid seeing, another its ears to avoid hearing, and the last its mouth to avoid speaking. This metaphor perfectly illustrates certain attitudes we adopt when confronted with truth. Why do we sometimes choose to ignore, avoid, or suppress what disturbs us? That's what we're going to explore together. The gestures of the three monkeys symbolize behaviors that we encounter daily. How many times do we look away from injustice? How often do we choose not to hear a disturbing truth or remain silent out of fear or convenience? Let's look at some concrete examples. Power-driven wars, fueled by greed and selfishness, continue to devastate lives while we turn a blind eye. In public or private spaces, assaults are filmed but rarely stopped. People's growing distress often reveals a severe lack of empathy. And what about our environment? The attitude of "it's not a big deal" accumulates while ecosystems slowly collapse. Each avoided glance, suppressed word, or ignored truth helps perpetuate a system where injustice and indifference thrive. Ironically, we often condemn others for their hypocrisy while turning a blind eye to our own. It's a human reflex. It's always easier to see others' flaws than to confront our own. But why? Perhaps because recognizing our hypocrisy requires deep introspection, an effort that exposes our contradictions and flaws. It takes courage, as accepting our limits also forces us to change. Yet this change is necessary if we aim to build a fairer society. In our hyper-connected society, the three monkeys take on new forms. The one who covers their eyes, scrolling endlessly on their phone, ignoring the painful realities shared on their feed. The one who covers their ears, avoiding debates and fleeing opposing opinions or uncomfortable truths. The one who covers their mouth, staying silent about injustices out of fear of social or professional repercussion. These modern behaviors show that despite technological advances, human hypocrisy persists in new ways. So how can we break this vicious cycle? Look with courage, dare to confront what disturbs us, whether in our personal lives or society. Listen with empathy. Offer a willing ear to others, even when it makes us uncomfortable. Speak with integrity. Tell the truth, even if it involves risks or sacrifices. By replacing these three gestures with their opposites, opening our eyes, listening closely, and speaking up, we can gradually break the cycle of hypocrisy and contribute to a fairer and more honest society. This also means acknowledging that our planet and its inhabitants need collective care. Every small action matters in an interconnected world. So, what truths do you choose to see, hear, and speak? Think about it. The next time you see the image of the three monkeys, remember that it's never too late to change. Thank you for listening to this podcast, and see you soon for a new episode.